lot of our ESPs have second jobs in order to pay their bills, the rent, be able to provide food for their children, and it's very hard.
In Pennsylvania, education support professionals are often underpaid and barely able to afford to live in the communities where they work.
I am a college-educated person. My husband and I owned a business. We were put out of business by our major competitor. When we realized things were falling apart, I got a job with the school district as an aide, and I was an aide in the speech and language, making $8,900 a year.
They sometimes work 2 or even 3 jobs to feed and shelter their families, or earn so little that they qualify for government assistance.
You know, I go from one job to another, and some days it's really, like I said, stressful because I'm currently also going to school.
I only made money for food, and we had to put my daughter through college too, so it was a rough time.
Education support professionals deserve, at the very least, an income to support their families with dignity. That's why PSEA is working hard to make the starting pay for all education support professionals at least a living wage. A living wage is the income needed to meet an individual's or family's basic needs without relying on public or private assistance. This is a living wage map that shows how few people are earning enough to live on. The counties in light blue, the vast majority of the state, are places where less than 25% of locals have achieved a living wage.
A living wage, what it means to me is not having to have a second job, okay? Not having to see my coworkers getting assistance or having to work second jobs at restaurants, trying to make ends meet.
People need to understand that people working in education work with our most valuable natural resource, our children.
You are part of the team that helps educate students. Paraprofessionals, bus drivers, custodians, cafeteria workers, and others. You are partners in educating our children. You are key to their future and the future of our country. At the very least, you deserve an income that pays your bills and allows you to raise your family. You deserve compensation that recognizes the important work you do so well. If your members aren't earning a living wage, you can do something about it. You can start a living wage campaign in your community. People around Pennsylvania and the U.S. have run campaigns and succeeded. You can too. One PSEA local that recently conducted a successful living wage campaign is Pocono Mountain ESP.
In order to have our successful living wage campaign, one of the key things I believe was going out into the public, making the public aware of who we are, what we do, our importance in the school, and our importance in communicating and assisting the students within the school.
Well, I think some of the highlights of our successful campaign was we did a lot of got involved with community organizations, went out and did community fairs, try to get ourselves out there in the community so the community would see us and not just see us as asking for raises.
Some of the things that we were able to achieve with our living wage campaign were a living wage for a number of our classifications, people within our association additions as far as benefits go, which all aid in being able to be self-sufficient.
As the state's largest school employee union, and with ESP locals across Pennsylvania, PSEA has the experience and the resources to help your local conduct a living wage campaign. To learn how you and your local can start building a living wage campaign, contact your UNISERV representative or visit PSEA's website.
If we don't push for a living wage, who will?
With the help of PSEA and our members, we can achieve a living wage.
It's about dignity.
It's about respect.
We deserve it because we do important things in school.
As education support professionals, we have to write our own chapter of history.
We deserve to have the dignity of having a living wage, and we deserve to be able to support our families and do a job that we love and have respect for ourselves.